Hi everyone, I'm Miss Rita Brits from Laughing Shares Caterers, and this is Weddings 101. Welcome. Today we are talking about guest lists. That very important question, who do you invite to your wedding, how many people, etc. Firstly, to start this off, I want to remind you whose wedding it is. Yours. So you invite who you want to invite. But bear in mind that the bigger the venue, most probably the higher the cost. So if you're working with a small budget, then rather work with a smaller guest list because there's lots of cost savings associated with a more intimate wedding. Now, if your parents and your partner's parents are helping to pay for the wedding, then it's just good manners to allow them to invite a few of their friends or family members or people who are important to them. So you can decide yourself what the division will be. If you're inviting 60 people, maybe you can choose 20, your partner can choose 20, and then the two sets of parents can each invite 10 each. But that's wholly up to you. So who do you invite? Well, people who you really want to share the day with, especially if you've got a small wedding. Then you don't have to even consider your boss, people from work, so your colleagues, your neighbor from 10 years back, people that you grew up with. If they don't feature in your life, then you don't have to invite them. When I got married, the rule was, if I haven't seen you for 2 years and we didn't actively have a chat or got together over a glass of wine, then sorry, you weren't invited. Because that means you weren't part of my life to begin with. So why do I want to share my special day with you? Now, if you want to invite kids, that's a whole different ballgame. If you do want to invite children to your wedding, then firstly you need to specify that very clearly on the cards. Then you need to ensure that the venue is child friendly. And it's also just good manners as well as considerate to arrange a babysitter or someone to help look after the kids and ensure that they have something to do. So give them either coloring books or toys or provide a TV that they can watch videos or anything like that. Anything that will keep them busy and out of the way of their parents so that the parents can enjoy the wedding. If you decide not to invite children, then again, you need to specify that very clearly on your invitation so that people don't say, oh, well, we didn't know, so we brought him or her along. You really need to specify that clearly, that the venue is not child friendly, it's not suitable for kids, and therefore you are not inviting them. The next question we get asked very often is, when do you send out your invitations? Now lately, save the dates have become all the rage. So you send out your save the date the moment that you book your venue, because then you will have a date so that they can save the date. Once that is out, you can kind of just relax for a few months, depending on how far in advance you're planning your wedding. Invitations usually go out 3 months, 8 weeks to 12 weeks before the wedding date. Now here's a tip that I can give you. If you have a very big guest list, but you can only invite about half of the people, then split your guest list into 2 lists. You've got an A list and a B list. The A list are the people that you really, really, really want to have there. The B list are the people that will be nice to have, but it won't be a train smash if they're not there. So you invite the A list about 15 weeks before the wedding date. So let's say 4 months, make it 16 weeks just to work in round numbers. You put their RSVP date 2 weeks after that, which means you get the RSVPs back by the 14 weeks before the wedding. Then, if there's lots of them that couldn't come, or even just 1 or 2, you've got space to invite people from the B list. So you then invite people to fill up the spots that are now in your wedding guest list. And you give them the RSVP dates as normal. So they will receive their wedding invitations 12 weeks before the wedding date. They will RSVP 6 to 8 weeks before, or however long you need to finalize the last arrangements, and they will never know that they were on the B list. So that is our tip for you, considering your guest list and how to strategically work it out so that you have the people there that you really want to without hurting anyone's feelings. Another tip that we can give you is do electronic save the dates. Then you don't have to spend money on your printing and postage. And then for your invitations, if you have a small budget and you really want to do printed invitations, group families together. So if you know you're going to invite a whole family or a whole house of people, then address it to the family and then you save on those invites. Also, if you choose to do electronic invites, then just get 1 or 2 printed invitations so that you can keep one as a keepsake and maybe give one to your grandmother or your mom or whoever is sentimental about the process. So those are our tips concerning your guest list as well as when to send out your invitations. If you have anything to add, please leave a comment. If you have any questions, then again, leave a comment. Let us know with a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you liked the video, and if you did like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you can get notifications as soon as new content drops, and subscribe to our mailing list. You will get lots more information there. And remember to stalk us on social media. We love stalkers. We hope you have a great day and happy planning.